How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Sick Podcast with your host, That Leafs fan. We're alive. We're alive, and we're going to talk about the fact that we're alive still. But before any of that, producer, roll the tape.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. With That Leafs fan.
They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round! Do you believe this? Holy mackerel!
The sickest Toronto Maple Leafs podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Gotta love Joe Bowen. What a call that was. What a call that was. Just last year. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Not going to rant about what this team needs to do or not do and what they need to capitalize on and what they need to avoid. The positive note, because they did win yesterday, is that they're alive. They're alive, they're alive, and they're alive. Their season could have ended last night. And oh my God, yesterday's win was the epitome of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I can't believe it. Austin Matthews ruled out through an illness. I'm not sure what's going on there. We've just had our stars just go through it. I don't know. You had Nylander with crazy migraines. You have Matthews who didn't look. I'll be honest, let's start here. I did not watch Game 4. I didn't watch it. It was the first time in my life that I did not watch a Leafs playoffs game of that level of importance, if you will. This team pisses me off. It was my 3-year anniversary with my girlfriend. And after the Game 3, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get to celebrate my 3 years with this girl that I plan on hopefully spending the rest of my life with. Another lifelong commitment. Hope it goes better than being a Leafs fan. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to blindly react to finding out the score. I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode. I'm going to go and celebrate a very beautiful relationship that I have. And at the end of the night, I'm going to switch off the airplane mode, hit the score app, and check the score. Now, here's where it just completely fell off the rails. First of all, I genuinely thought, it wasn't a guarantee by any means, but I genuinely thought, I'm like, you know what? I really think the Leafs are going to bring it tonight. So I'm completely nervous to check the score, but I think they gave it their 100%. I was hoping. I was optimistic. I checked the score, 3-1. My soul literally left my body. You saw the joy of life just leave me the moment I saw the score. I posted this video on TikTok. I've also posted it on the shorts. If you guys want to watch it and have a laugh at my pain, have fun, go for it. I genuinely thought they were going to win. And the moment I saw the score, I scrolled down. I checked the first thing I checked. I didn't even check who scored. I checked the power plays. And the Leafs had 3 and Boston had 3. Toronto scored none. Boston scored 1. And I'm like... And then I saw the score and I saw we only scored 1. I'm like, look at that. Another game where they score 2 or less. They don't score a power play goal and Boston does. That's all I needed to know. I needed to know nothing else. And it was at that point, there's a French saying that says, j'ai déjà vécu mon deuil, meaning I've already dealt with the portion of accepting the inevitable. And it was that me looking at that scoreline and that game in that level of importance and that being the outcome, it was just like, holy shit, they don't have it. They really don't have it. So what do you know? Oh, and it makes it so much worse, by the way, that James Van Riemsdyk opened the scoring. Like, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make it up. James Van Riemsdyk scored the opening goal in Game 4 in Toronto. This is the same guy that was on our team when we blew a 4-1 lead to the Boston Bruins in Game 7 in 2013. And now, 10 years later, 11 years later, he is playing against us, and he scores against us with the team that has caused us a whole lot of not joy, you know? And I was like, okay, all right. I've had it. I've had it. And I said it at the beginning of the playoffs. As usual, this team will make you experience the highest highs and the lowest lows. I felt like I was living on cloud 9 after Game 2. Nothing could have faced me. Nothing at all. And then they just don't win a game at home. They don't win a game at home. So obviously, right, we go into Boston. We're missing one of, if not the greatest goal scorers on the planet right now, our best player, likely the captain next year. Samsonov out, Joseph Wall in. I mean, there's no way we win this game, right? Like, we're in Boston. There's no chance. So obviously the Leafs win. Like, what a stupid hockey team. What a stupid hockey team. And I realized yesterday, I'm like, you know what? No matter how hard I try, no matter how hard I sit there in front of a mirror, in front of a camera, and try to convince myself that I will not buy into the bullshit, no matter how hard, I was still on that couch yesterday all game, biting my nails, heart beat at like 150 beats per minute, buzzing, completely buzzing on complete tilt, freaking out, yelling at the TV, screaming at the players as though I was the coach. I could probably do a better job than Sheldon Keefe. Jesus. That's a discussion for another day. I want to be optimistic so bad. I really do. And there's part of me that still is somehow. I couldn't tell you how. But here is a perfect analogy that I came up with that I'm like, you know what? This, if anyone asks you why you don't buy it unless they get it done, let me explain you this. We have seen, Leafs Nation has seen this same movie. If the Leafs force a Game 7, quite literally, the Leafs have seen this exact movie versus the exact same team in the exact scenario of the first round many times. So my analogy is this, all right? Let's say you're a father, right? And you have you got your little boy with you. And your little boy, your son, he comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, Dad, I saw this movie, Avatar, the Blue People." I love that movie, by the way. Fantastic movie. Anyways, he comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, Dad, can we watch this movie? I saw it and I really want to watch it, the movie Avatar." And you're like, "Sure, let's do it. Why not? Little bonding moment. Let's watch it. Seems good." So you watch it, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and your kid comes up to you again. He's like, "Dad, I really like this movie. I really liked it. Can we watch it again?" And you're like, "Well, we watched it yesterday, but I mean, you're right. It is a good movie. Sure, let's watch it again." So you watch it again. You enjoy it. Not as much as the first time, but you enjoy it because it's a good movie. You go to bed and you wake up again. And what do you know? Your kid is at the heels of your bed and he's like, "Dad, I want to watch it again. I really, really liked it. I love it." You're like, "A third day in a row? Okay. All right. Let's watch it again." So the third time comes around and you're like, "It's still a good movie. It's still a really good movie, but like, you know exactly how it goes." So like there's a bit of that magic factor that's out the window. But you watch it. You put up with it because it's a good movie. It's entertaining. Then you go to bed and you're like, "All right, Avatar, I know just as much as this movie than the guy who directed it. I know exactly how it goes." So what do you know? Your kid wakes up on day 4 right in front of your bed. Hey, Dad, can we watch the movie Avatar again? And you're like, Jesus Christ. You know there's other movies out there, right, kid? I love you. It's a great movie. But there's other movies that we can watch. So what do you do at that point? Do you tell them, sure, let's watch it again? Or do you say, let's find another movie? That's what it's like watching the Toronto Maple Leafs right now. I've seen this movie before. I've seen it. And the fact that they won yesterday, I was completely split. I was torn apart because look, isolated. That was, in my opinion, minus like a couple of moments here and there. I thought that was the Leafs' best game by far, by far, by far. Like they're literally missing their best player. You could tell Nylander is still struggling. He's dealing with it. He's putting up with it. We have Joseph Wall, a kid, still a kid, by the way, playing in a game because Samsonov couldn't get it done, so he just gets put in. And obviously, the Leafs win the game. Obviously. You see what happens when you play a 60-minute fucking hockey game? Do you understand like what it takes to win, guys? There's something surreal about this team. Surreal. That when they are the only team on the brink in the series, meaning like a game 7, both teams are their fate of their season will be decided by the outcome of the game. So if one team wins, they move on and the other one's eliminated, vice versa. But I'm talking about a game like yesterday where even if Boston loses, they still have another game. Guaranteed. Guaranteed at least one more. Or actually, many more. At least 2 more. Because even if they lose the other one, they still have another one. There's something about this Leafs team that when they are the only team on the brink, they're actually exceptional. It's unbelievable. It's so unbelievable and it's so frustrating because it's like, why did you have to wait this long? Why did you have to wait this long? And I'm not just talking about this year. I'm talking about many years. Look, think about all the games where the only team able to be eliminated is the Leafs and they lose. There's literally one game that I remember, and it was game 5 against the Panthers last year. Other than that, think about it. Like, genuinely think about it. When Toronto is the only team on the brink and the other team is not, they tend to win those games almost every time. Literally, besides the Panthers, I can't think of one game that the Leafs were the only team on the brink and didn't win. I can't think of one. We were down 3-1 against Boston 2013. We won 5 and 6. I can't remember if we were down by 2 again. And no, 2018, we had the series lead. There was another series where we were down, I think it was again 3-1, and they won 5 and 6. There's something about those games where, I don't know, maybe it's because it's nothing to lose mentality. And they just play loose, and maybe that's what it is. But it's frustrating because it's like, where the fuck was this in game 3 and 4, guys? Like, especially game 4. Like, again, this is what really made me, like, this is what made the loss so much worse on Saturday. Again, I didn't watch the game, so I'm just basing myself off of, like, comments from the fans and, like, Leaf fans, like, actual Leaf fans, not just people who are going to be like, oh, you see 67 and this, like, not the ones making jokes, like the people who actually watch the games. I even had a couple buddies that went to the game and they're like, holy shit, that was probably one of, if not the worst hockey game I have ever seen. And the first thing they told me was that you missed nothing in the game. Like, you missed out on nothing. You probably picked the best game to not watch. And I'm just here. I'm like, holy shit, how is that possible? How is that possible? You're down 2-1 in the series. You're on home ice. This is a huge opportunity to tie the series up, and you don't show up. And all I hear is that there's our core 4, aside from John Tavares, because he just doesn't speak, just yelling at each other on the bench, bitching and moaning. I couldn't get over that. And like that, to me, like that one, I was like, I was like, when the fuck is this team gonna learn, man? So what do you know? They come out in game 5, flying colors, they win. Again, isolated game, I thought it was fantastic. To me, I just can't get over the fact of where the fuck was that effort in game 4? Where was that? By the way, again, side note, a very positive note, even if the Leafs are to get eliminated against the Bruins at some point, whether it be Thursday or Saturday, if they magically win, oh my God, I hope I look like the biggest idiot on the internet. If that's what it's going to take, that I have to look completely stupid on the internet for the shit that I say and the Leafs end up winning the series, go for it. I'll replay that scenario 6 billion times. I don't care. But isolated positivity, if you will. Joseph Woll, what a game, man. What a game. There's like 4 saves that I saw from him alone in this game that I'm like, if Sammy was in nets, that game's done. This kid is, I said it at the start of the year. And like, again, don't like take what I'm saying with a grain of salt in the sense that I'm not saying that this guy is going to be a stellar goaltender, like a superstar goal. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I genuinely think Joseph Woll has the capabilities of being a very good, at least tandem goalie, like very good. He's given us a chance many times. This year, towards the end of the year, he looked a little beat up, but like after when he came back from the injury, like he struggled. But like, dude, this is not the first time he's put in a game out of nowhere in a high pressure situation, like a do or die, and he just shows up. Like he gives the team a serious chance to win the game. And he's young. So that to me was like a very positive note because he's definitely going to be back next year. Samsonov probably played his last game as a Leaf. Nothing against him personally. It's just at a certain point, it's like it's the results that matter. It's not the story. It's not the crazy comeback season from him, but it just died out at the wrong time, and it's Joseph Woll's net for however long this series is to last. If it's 1 more game, 2 more games, if they somehow win it and it goes to the next series, Joseph Woll is the starting goalie, guaranteed. Wow, nice voice crack. That's all I got. That's all I got. I really like the effort. I appreciate the effort. I genuinely do. I really want to see them win. It's just, like I said, if this is going to be the same Avatar movie again, like I've watched the movie 3 times. I get it. It's a good movie. It's entertaining, but holy shit, can we watch something else? That's where I'm at. And again, I hope I get proven completely wrong. I hope that they somehow manage to pull it because it is possible. It's a 3-2 series. If you take away the logos from the series and you look at a series, like you look at Nashville and Vancouver, you're telling me Nashville doesn't have a chance of coming back in that one? Why not? Dallas was down 2-0 in their series. It's 2-2 now, and they're headed back home. It's the playoffs. It's something about the team we're talking about that it's like, it's literally the first round versus the Boston Bruins where we were down 3-1, and this team, the series always go to 7, and it always ends up with a game 7 loss. Like, how do you want me to expect anything else? I love the team, guys. Like, this is what people don't get. They're like, oh, like, look at Leaf fans giving up. Giving up? Are you fucking joking? We're here. We're after how many years? Like, we're here. My life literally revolves around making TikToks and content and podcasts about a fucking hockey team that has won a total of 1 playoff round. Forget Stanley Cup. They've won 1 playoff round in my existence. And I look at my room. Leafs fan here. I have like invested in several $1,000s in their sports cards. I have jerseys. I watch every game on the couch. I only wear Leafs hats, Leafs toques, Leafs shirts, Leafs socks, everything. I would give my the amount I'm willing to sacrifice to watch this team win is unbelievable, and I know so many Leaf fans can agree with it. I know it. Take all my money, take all my belongings, do whatever you got to do. If if you can guarantee me that the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to win a Stanley Cup, take everything. Because watching this team win to me would be the most like one of the most like beautiful moments in my life. Like, and the reason I say that, you know what, and I won't even say that lightly, is because let me explain. If they were to win the cup, I'm not just talking about my current happiness. I'm talking about something that it's we watch sports because of the love we have for a team, and most fans, this love stems from your early days in life. To me, what the Leafs, what it means to me is me growing up, sitting in front of a TV with my dad, celebrating something, watching it together, cheering, having hope, all of these like positive and negative emotions mixed, but very important emotions in life, where I first experienced through watching this team. And it might sound completely crazy. I might sound like an idiot. I don't care. That's the facts for me. To me, it's I have so much love, genuine love, because like true love, so much to the point that even if they lose the series again versus the same fucking hockey team in the Boston Bruins again, I'm going to be back next year and the year after. Oops. And the year after that, and the year after that, and until the day I die. Like, there is no option of cheering for another team. My team is the Toronto Maple Leafs. They can finish last place for the rest of my life. I'm going to get completely pissed. I'm going to rage. I'm going to lose hope, quote unquote. I'll watch I'll be there. I'll be there. And like, so what I'm trying to say is that that's why it's so important. Like, there was people commenting like, how is this dude crying over a hockey team? Because that's what I love. I don't see a problem with that. It's because these moments remind me of like my my childhood, some of the greatest memories I've had that I've built that I like that I got to experience at an early stage in life. And so that's why it's so important to us. And it's because we haven't seen anything. Like last year, I'm 23 years old right now. I'm about to turn 24 in 7 days. Next May 7th is my birthday. In literally 7 days. I got to see them win one round. And we're still here. And we'll be here. So yes, I give myself complete carte blanche to not buy into the bullshit until they get it done. I'll be here to support. I'll watch the games. But it's like, at a certain point, it's like, I've seen this movie many times. Unless the ending changed in the same movie that's already been released, which is not possible. I want to watch another movie. I want to watch something else. So get it done. If not, I'll be back next year, but I'm not buying it. Things got to change. That's where I'm at. And obviously, there's the part in me that all I want to do is see them win. That's all I want. And so it's frustrating to see games like Game 4 where it's like losing this game means you got to win 3 in a row now versus, love it or hate what I'm going to say, the Bruins are a great systematic hockey team and they're very well coached and they have a great goaltending tandem. To beat that type of team 3 times in a row and 2 of them are not even at home, it's tough. It's a tall order. It's possible though. And that's where the emotions clash, where you want to protect the heart, but you also want to put it on the line and may 2 ends meet. We'll see what happens. There's game 6 tomorrow, and it wouldn't even shock me for them to force a 7 because we know they can. They literally didn't have their best fucking player on their team last night, and I'm not even going to sit here and hear the thing of, oh, we're just better without Matthews. No, we're not. We're even without him, we could still win. So imagine with him, when they're all playing, when they're all held accountable for every single shift, no shifts off, none, no boneheaded decisions, no stupid fucking turnovers, no stupid penalties. Yesterday was the first game in the series where this team did not, I thought, take stupid penalties. I really didn't think they took any, and they didn't give up a whole lot. They gave up chances, sure. It's the other team on the other side of things. The Boston Bruins are still a good hockey team. They're going to generate things. But we didn't give up like a whole lot. That needs to be every game. Like it's just the point where it's like, I really hope it's not too little too late. Like, I hope this game wasn't a waste. I really want them to win. I really do. But it's like, it needs to be perfect from now on if you want a chance. It needs to be perfect. Woll needs to be like that every game. And that's a tall task for the kid. But that's what we need. That's what we need. He needs to be perfect. The team needs to be perfect. No stupid penalties. Score a fucking power play goal, for the love of God. And just make it another fucking movie, because I've seen it before. I've watched this movie, and it's a good movie. I get it. It's entertaining, but holy shit, there's more than one movie in this world. I want to watch another one. I'm sick of watching the same one over and 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 over again. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's a good movie, but holy shit, can we change the fucking channel and watch something else? Another movie. Something else. Because there's not just one good movie out there. There's got to be other movies. There's definitely other movies. That's where I'm at. I'll put my heart on the line again. As much as I try to convince myself in front of a mirror, it's like, I don't buy it. I'm just trying to like convince myself of the inevitable. Of course, I'm going to sit on that couch tomorrow night and have my heart in my throat, biting every single nail that I no longer have because I've already ate them all through the first 5 games, pulled my hair out. And that's the beautiful thing about sports. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's just, it can also cause genuine heartbreak. It really can. And trust me when I say Leaf fans know a thing or two about that. It's just, when are we going to get to feel the other stuff? Because the heartbreak's getting a bit old. We'll see. Game 6 tomorrow. Not sure if Matthews is playing. Not sure if he's not. Not sure what the starting lineup's going to be. Not sure what it won't be. Just make sure the guys you ice want it, man. That they give it their all. Because it will require nothing short of that to win tomorrow's game. That's what they're going to need to do. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leaf fans, hang in there. Roller coaster. Hope you're enjoying the ride. Not over yet. Let's just hope the outcome is different this time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a great day. Don't forget to drop a sub and a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast with That Leafs Fan on YouTube, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.